Well, Jim, we have some breaking news. You know what that music connotates. Breaking news.
Oh,
Here on the show. Another wrestler injury. No, I kid.
what?
Breaking news, Prince Andrew to relinquish royal titles after fresh revelations tied him to Jeffrey Epstein
Oh,
and alleged Chinese espionage.
what? Oh, wait a
That's
minute
a twist
now.
I did not expect.
No, I was about to say a curveball coming in out of nowhere. So he was not only visiting Epstein's Island or whatever those people had going on, but he was also spying for the Chinese against who? England? The crown?
His
The
mother?
family?
Yeah.
His mother? What, is there any details? Where are you getting this information from?
I got a breaking news email. This is an article here from the Washington Post by Carla Adam. Prince Andrew has agreed to relinquish his Duke of York title after talks with his brother King Charles III, a stunning development following accusations tied to Jeffrey Epstein. Here's a quote from, do we call him Prince Andrew? From Andrew.
From Andrew.
In discussion with the king and my immediate and wider family, we have concluded that...
Wait a minute, did he say whiter family?
Wider, W-I-D-E-R, the bigger members of the family. We have concluded the continued accusations against me distract from the work of His Majesty and the royal family. I have decided, as I always have, to put my duty to my family and country first. Right after his penis. I stand by my decision 5 years ago to stand back from public life. With His Majesty's agreement, we feel I must now go a step further.
We feel...
We have decided I'll be getting a new job now. I'll be leaving the building today. Don't mind security dragging me by my arms right by your desk.
We have decided I do need an escort to leave the building.
We feel I must now go a step further. Or, in British slang, one step beyond. I will therefore no longer use my title or the honors which have been conferred upon me. As I've said previously, I vigorously deny the accusations against me. Well, there it is. I was going to say Prince again. Andrew of England.
Andrew of England. That's all we need.
Now I'm trying to see. There's a lot of stuff here about Epstein, obviously, and we've been seeing them in the news for a long time. I mean, he was the first person of note, really, that people knew about was Prince Andrew. What about the Chinese? That's what I'm looking for here.
Yeah, where's the Chinese figure into this?
I'm looking for, here's a quote from Ghislaine Maxwell, who told her, when we get home, you are to do for him what you do for Jeffrey. Oh boy.
Whoa!
That's incriminating. Andrew has lived in royal exile since his car crash, 2019 interview with Newsnight. But until now, he kept his Duke of York title. His mother, Queen Elizabeth II, conferred it upon him at the time of his marriage to Sarah Ferguson in 1986. Remember, before we knew that he was like a big pervert, everyone was like, Fergie's a slut! It turns out like he was the fucking mess.
Yeah, she like raises money for small children and animals and things, and he's a goddamn lunatic.
I'm trying to see anything but the Chinese or espionage.
While you're looking for that, also, now, I don't know the entire royal family by name and the various relations and everything, but they've been losing them, right? Because the queen passed away here not long ago. And didn't the one of the sons, because they don't like his wife, they said, fuck y'all, and
well, no.
over here somewhere.
No, the former prince, I guess he's still a prince, Prince Harry, said fuck you to the family because his wife, who appears to be the problem, wanted him to go with her to Hollywood so they could do a bunch of stuff on Netflix that no one's going to watch ever.
So she's Yoko Ono.
And now he's trying to get back with the family and they don't trust him. How many memoirs do you get to write before people are like, I'm not going to talk to this fucking guy anymore?
Well, but the point is, he's on the outs. The queen is dead. Long live the queen. This guy's gone. King Charles is not the picture of health at his spry young age, and he's got some illness of some description. What happens when they just run out of them? What has that ever happened before? Oh shit, we're out of fucking royal families.
Well, no, there's the next. There's a line. They have it ready. The next one will be Prince William, who'll become king, and then his son.
What happens if he's either been dipping his pen in company ink or fucking gets hit by a double-decker bus?
If he's the king, he could dip his pen in whatever ink he wants, I would presume.
Well, apparently, Andrew.
Well, we have some real estate news tied to this. According to British media reports, the king has been pressing for Andrew to move out of Royal Lodge, a 30-bedroom mansion he shares with Ferguson, his ex-wife, and to relocate to...
I guess you wouldn't really fucking have to run into anybody too often in 30 fucking rooms, but she can't get a place of her own?
And the king wants him to relocate to Frogmore Cottage.
Frogmore Cottage?
A smaller home where Prince Harry and his wife Meghan once lived, where they put the outcasts of the family.
Don't pay any attention to the bars on the windows. It's there for security because of the neighborhood.
Who are you to stop me? I'm trying to get into my 30-bedroom mansion. No, you be going to Frogmore Cottage now, sir.
Maybe Andrew might get booked by the people over in West Faversham that bought OVW.
There is nothing in this article, though, about the Chinese espionage.
They just put that in the headline and then just dropped it?
Like, that's a weird thing. Hold on, let me Google that now. Prince Andrew,
Chinese spy.
Let's see if I can open this article without having to pay for anything. Yes, I can. I have an article here from The Independent.
That's the most important thing now. We don't want to go into debt on this program.
Prince Andrew met a senior Beijing official at the heart of a Chinese spy scandal at least 3 times, according to reports. The Duke of York, or now former Duke of York, he's the Duke of Earl now. In 2018,
Duke of York.
In 2019, he met with Kai Qi, currently the first-ranked member of the Secretariat of the Chinese Communist Party and de facto chief of staff to Xi Jinping. So the chief of staff was meeting with Prince Andrew.
About what?
It doesn't really say here.
Well, apparently there was some nefarious things discussed. If it and I don't did he just have permission to just go talk to these Chinese communist officials, or is that a normal thing that the Prince of England, formerly Prince Andrew, would do?
British officials in attendance said that cooperation between the two countries had huge potential amid talks of a golden era of British-Chinese relations. And then weeks later, Prince Andrew traveled to China to launch a boot camp for his Pitch at Palace business initiative at Peking University and expressed a desire to help Chinese businesses get access to the global market, state media reported at the time. So he meets with the spy master, then he goes to China and announces, I'm going to do what I can to get everyone to recognize you.
Acknowledge me.
The Saudis said, phew, thank God we stayed away from this guy. What a disaster. Well, there it is. Andrew.
We certainly wish the best for Andrew in the weeks to come with so does that mean Fergie's available? You got 15 extra rooms over there. She was quite a fetching young lass, as they say across the pond.
I mean, in her day, maybe. Yeah. In her day, I mean, she must have done something special to catch this wild fucking...
She, I'm sure, had some talents. You know, that those redheads, I'll tell you what. But, well, what do you mean in her day? What, she can't be... How old would she be?
She's got to be at least 60.
Jeez, I guess she was... Jeez.
Sarah Ferguson. Listed here as British author. Okay. Duchess of York.
Yeah.
66 years old.
66! Holy crap.
So who wants to date a 66-year-old who lives with her ex-husband? Who has no job, who's always around? He's got no friends.
But at the same point, you're assuming the 66-year-old still wants to date at all. For heaven's sake. That's terrible. A vibrant young woman, like in my mind she was, is suddenly turned into a 66-year-old cat lady.
She kind of looks like Anne Margaret if she fell off a cliff. But no, I'm sure she, look, companionship's important. I'm sure her and Andrew have great conversations.
I'm going to think of her like she was when she was young and vibrant and full of spunk. And I'll have that memory. That's her lasting memory in my mind. She was, Diana got all the attention. Fergie she was the wild one, you could tell.
That's one of my favorite British tabloid nicknames, Fergie. For her. My other favorite is Jacko and Wacko Jacko for Michael Jackson. Those are the best ones.
Why were they calling Fergie Jacko? But it was Michael Jackson. But
Wacko
and then
Jacko.
the singer Fergie came along and stole, like, for a long time. And then of course I knew Carl Fergie, Lawler's cousin, who wrestled when I was younger. So
he was a royal.
He's a royal pain in the ass. No, I'm kidding. I love Carl Fergie. He's a great guy. I just had to do that. Yeah, son of a gun. I love Fergie. But yeah, so I was always confused as to which Fergie they were talking about. Usually it wasn't Carl. But speaking of people whose appearance, I'll get out of this now somehow.
This has been Crown Talk.